focused on in this offseason trying to improve on it?
To improve on, I was just focusing on technique. I feel like last year I got a few spurts, of course, getting thrown in there at right guard. You know what to do, but as a rookie, being thrown in with the top dollars in that early, you can lack technique on some things that you would and that you make up for in the back end of the season. So I say during this offseason, that's really what I've been focusing on, just working on my lower portion, trying to build up, gain muscle mass, cut off a lot of excess fat that I don't need, a lot of excess weight that I don't need, and I just focus up on my craft as far as technique.
Are you feeling a difference already in terms of like your anchor?
Oh yeah, I feel it, especially in the run game too. It makes it a lot easier, especially getting the first two steps in the ground. That was CFO's expression last year. And now that I understand the scheme and the offense a lot, I can focus more on the technique side of things and not having to juggle whether this technique first for this player first for this technique type of thing. And so now that it's starting to slow down a lot more, I'm able to focus on my technique a lot more.
You get to go against Javon Kinlaw quite a bit. I mean, what do you see from him versus last year?
Javon, like I said, he's still Javon's a great player. At the end of the day, he had a lot of stuff going on health-wise that sometimes set him back last year in the season. He still made an impact on certain players whenever he was playing in the game. But this year, he told me in the locker room that he feels great. He's coming back, and like I said, y'all see him putting in the work, and y'all see what he's been doing out there. So, all kudos to him.
Spent a lot of offensive line plays about communication. Mike's gone now. Colton steps in. How's the communication been between the two of you so far?
Me and Colton, man, we flow on like water, man. Me and Colton, we've been sitting there, we'll talk and we'll feed off each other. Tendencies, what he likes to do, what I like to do, and basically just building the chemistry right now between me and him. Since Mike left, Colton was still in the room, so he could still pick up on a lot of things that I was doing, and I could still pick up on things that he was doing because I could witness it in practice. And now, since I've been playing with him on the right side, everything's been going pretty smooth.
Looks like your body composition has changed quite a bit. You mentioned it earlier. Have you leaned out quite a bit?
Yes, ma'am.
Weight-wise, have you lost weight or about the same?
Like I said, I think last year was probably the heaviest I've ever been in my life as far as playing-wise. Moving from tackle to guard, I was trying to put on weight too fast as far as just muscle mass, just so I wouldn't be getting bounced around in there. But then I realized, you got guys that's a lot more lean. You don't really necessarily have to be the biggest to play guard. And so that's what I was just really focused on, just cutting back down on where I was. And I feel great.
How much weight difference is there from last year to this year?
I cut off I'd say probably about 8 pounds, 9 pounds, somewhere around there. Just make sure I'm staying hydrated. That's the biggest thing.
And you feel like you're moving better because of it?
Yes, ma'am. Definitely.
Spencer, you obviously played a lot as a rookie last year, but you were rotating. How much for you in the offseason was trying to set yourself up so that you can be that guy for 65 plays?
Just training, like I said, late nights, early mornings. Training with Trent, of course, paid off dividends. Shout out to that's like my big brother. At the end of the day, he took me under his wing. So when I go out there and I train with him, so that's really what we were focusing on, just make sure that we were fit for camp. And hopefully y'all are seeing paying dividends. And we still got a long way to go. It's still early in the season, so hopefully it pays off.
Was that a motivating factor for you guys?
Oh, most definitely. I knew that coming into this next season that, things could change. You never know what's in the air. Like at the end of the day, everybody's fighting for the position on the field. Everybody's fighting for the job. You can never get complacent, especially in this business. It's a very cutthroat business at the end of the day. So I just want to make sure I'm putting everything that I can put forward and make sure that they see me set myself up for it. So I would say something good at the end of the day.
Your guy, Leroy Watson, got some first-team snaps today at left tackle. Are you impressed by the strides he's made at that position in a short amount of time?
Yeah, especially me playing college ball with him, playing tight end, and then seeing him getting transferred to tackle is just like been a whole 360 as far as him working on his weight, working on this and that. Even him taking steps, he looks real natural now, especially taking the sets from left to right. He's getting versatile reps from both sides. He's actually filling it out a lot more than he was last year. He's becoming more comfortable within the position.
Did you train with him in the break between OTAs and training camp?
The only time I trained was when we were up here. As far as like the off season, the dead period, I really didn't see much of him. I think he probably stayed out here and he went home wherever he went to. So.
Spencer, did you
face Hart very much in the NFC Championship game? And if so, what were your impressions of him?
I didn't get much of him. I really went against Fletcher and then Dominic Sue. So those were really the two that I went against. But he's a great rusher. At the end of the day, he made a lot of plays for their defense last year. And of course, he's going to be a great key piece in our defense as far as the type of defense that we play and the style that we run. That's just another killing factor of our defense that we just added to the team. So I'm excited to see him play.
Who was the toughest guy?
Last one.
Toughest guy you faced last year?
The toughest guy I faced last year?
Yeah.
I mean, you got to say, you got to get close to Aaron Donald. I mean,
Who? I never heard of that.
Aaron.